This is KGW News at noon.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Brenda Braxton. This noon, we're learning the true toll of Oregon's record-shattering heat wave. Dozens of people died as the temperature soared, most of them here in Multnomah County. KGW's Catherine Cook tells us more about what happened and the lessons to be learned.
Many feared our heat wave would be deadly, but these numbers are hard to grasp. 63 people across Oregon died from heat-related causes. That's according to Oregon State Police. 45 of them were in Multnomah County, 9 were in Marion, and 5 were in Washington County. For comparison, between 2017 and 2019, there were only 12 heat-related deaths statewide.
Really sobering.
Multnomah County Health Officer Dr. Jennifer Vines says those who died in Multnomah County ranged in age from 44 to 97 years old. Many had underlying health conditions. She doesn't know how many were houseless, but says the overwhelming majority died in their homes.
Many found without fans, without air conditioning. So these are preliminary numbers. I expect them to change. I think there is a chance they could go higher.
Leading up to the heat wave, county officials say they did everything they could to prepare. That includes handing out thousands of bottles of water, hundreds of fans, checking on neighbors who might need a cool place to stay, and urging others to do the same. State agencies also coordinated with local authorities to help before and during the heat wave. Multnomah County opened 3 24-hour cooling shelters. They're certain that saved lives.
I'm like almost choking up thinking about how different that number would have been if we didn't have that open, if we didn't open them all night.
Dennis Therault with the Joint Office of Homeless Services says 1,000 people stayed in the county's cooling shelters during the heat wave. For perspective, around 700 people stayed in warming shelters during the metro area's severe winter storm a few years ago.
There was a gentleman at Arbor Lodge who was in St. John's and wondering where he could go. Luckily, there was a place in North Portland for him. He didn't have any other place to go otherwise. And he got to that cooling center. Someone gave him that information, and he made it in there.
But not everyone did. A statement from Governor Kate Brown's office said in part, even with the immense resources devoted to the effort, it is unacceptable that people died from exposure to excessive heat. We are working with state agencies to gather more details. Vine says Multnomah County is also learning everything they can from this to be better prepared for future severe heat waves, a new reality they can't ignore.
Extreme heat does kill people. I think as our summers get warmer, I think we're going to be here again. I hope not soon.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
And we do expect to hear more from city, county, and state officials throughout the day, so we will certainly keep you updated. Right now, we want to bring in Rod Hill. He's back in the Weather Center. Rod, say a little more about temperatures across the state today.
And I want to make a comment real quick, Brenda. You know, what was really alarming about this heat wave, the worst we've ever seen, right, in terms of the excessive temperatures. Remember, Salem hit 117. Portland hit 116. And while we think it's statistically incredibly unlikely we would have similar heat this summer, you would assume we will have a heat wave again at some point in the future in the same category. And what's really alarming is now we know that maybe there could be a heat wave someday that actually pushes temperatures here in the valley to 120, because we were only 3 to 4 degrees off of that, something we never really thought was possible. And now we know it is. Thank goodness that is behind us now on the west side of our state. And I do want to say with full confidence, as we look at the excessive heat warning east of the Cascades, that I believe the worst is over for you folks as well. You know, we've had temperatures as high as 118 in a couple spots, including Hermiston, over the past couple of days. Temperatures like that, I don't think are going to be with us at any point the rest of the week. We do have on this map, I apologize, the resolution isn't that great, but the red flag warnings for pretty much all of Central Oregon for high fire danger today and some counties out east as well, due to the heat and some possible lightning starts from lightning storms that could fire later today. It's still very warm. I mean, John Day's 88. These are current numbers. Burns is 90 and Baker City is 91. But most of you are expected to stay either shy of 100 or just get that hot today. Right now, it's pretty quiet. We have the low marine deck here on the west side of the state. There are the clouds over downtown. Portland's at 72. If we get a sunbreak later today, we could get up to around 80 degrees. Your 7-day forecast coming up.
We'll see you then. Thank you, Rod. Hot, dry weather is the reason Portland issued a ban on buying and selling fireworks. We've heard from the mayor and Portland's fire chief, Sarah Boone, saying in a statement, while this is not an easy decision, I want to stress that the current conditions have pushed fire danger to an extreme risk. Clark County has also banned the sale and use of fireworks. TNT Fireworks has stands all over the area. We were there as they were packing up shop in Vancouver.
We are, as a company, probably going to be out multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars because we're set up and transport isn't cheap. We unpacked over $1 million of fireworks, and we had trucks coming from 2 different states, and now they got turned around, and it's just a massive impact.
TNT says it's moving products to Woodland and Longview, where the stands are still open. Many jurisdictions that aren't banning fireworks are still asking people not to light them off. That includes Washington County and the Tualatin Valley Fire District. If you're caught violating the ban, you could be fined hundreds of dollars. Well, this wildfire burning southeast of the Dalles underscores the risk. The Rentham Market fire near Duffer went from a couple hundred acres on Tuesday to more than 10,000 acres today. The fire is mostly burning through wheat and brush, but 20 structures are also threatened, and it's already burned through 1 barn and an outbuilding. About 100 people living east of Duffer are under level 3 go now evacuation orders.
As everybody knows, it's extraordinarily dry. I've been collecting fuel moisture samples starting in March to try to compare to previous years. And even though we've had a little bit of moisture and things are currently, thankfully, a little bit better shape than we were a couple months ago, it's still well below average, below our historic range. In some places, we've never seen it this dry at this time of year. So there is potential for any spark to run, especially when we have this kind of wind.
Governor Brown declared an emergency, allowing the state fire marshal to bring in extra resources. Portland Fire is also answering the call and sent a few crews to help yesterday. Well, if you're heading to a national forest in the Northwest, be advised there's a campfire ban. This covers any kind of open flame. The restrictions start today in the Columbia River Gorge National Scenic Area, and then tomorrow they begin in the Gifford-Pinchot and Mount Hood National Forests. Portable cooking stoves and heating devices are still okay as long as they can be instantly turned off. Well, Portland's mayor is encouraging people to support local businesses this holiday weekend. Mayor Wheeler and other city leaders are promoting a campaign called Here for Portland. These are some of the neighborhood signs and posters that you'll see on social media. This actually started last year, encouraging people to shop local and help businesses recover from the pandemic. Here are a few of the incentives to stay in town. TriMet and the Portland Streetcar are free from July 3rd through the 5th. Biketown is also offering discounts on rides that start and end downtown.